Hi, and welcome to a short video on a concept of DC motors. In this video, I'm going to cover magnetic field and how it interacts with electric field to create the tendency for motors to experience torque or movement. Now, it is very important to understand the concept of electromagnetism. Electromagnetism can be defined as the interaction between current and magnetic fields. Magnetic fields are formed when electric charges are in motion. Direct current motors, also known as DC motors, function like a conductor with current through it. Now, when it comes into contact with the magnetic field, current and the field have to be perpendicular to each other for the motor to experience some kind of force, or in this case, torque. The motor is then going to rotate as a result of the force or torque. The direction of the rotation is determined by the left-hand rule. If the thumb, index finger, and the middle finger are extended perpendicular to each other, the index finger would represent the direction of the magnetic field. The middle finger would represent current, and lastly, the thumb would indicate the direction of the force. When current is applied to a DC motor from some voltage supply, in the presence of a magnetic field, we get torque, which causes the motor to spin in the appropriate direction as determined by the left-hand rule. I have a short setup representation of how a DC motor works. In the setup, I applied current to a coiled copper wire and placed it in between two magnets. One end of the copper wire is completely sanded whilst the other is halfway done. This is done so that when the current and magnetic field are parallel to each other, we don't have a cutoff in torque, which would then cause the motor to only spin halfway. The one end of the wire which is not sanded blocks off current when it's spinning parallel to the magnetic field, which then gives us a perfect rotation. The concept of DC motors can be used in so many applications. Hair dryers, elevators, sewing machines, vacuum cleaners can all be assembled with DC motors. I hope you further research into this concept because the potential is limitless and can lead us into a bright future. Thank you for your time, and I hope that you enjoyed this video.